What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of My Team Career Mode. Today we are here at Spa-Francorchamps for the start of this Belgian Grand Prix. Before starting the Grand Prix, if you had missed the previous episode, do check that one out as it was quite a hectic Grand Prix. So currently we are doing some R&D upgrades and also developing the driver perks, as we'll be developing the power mapping so that we can get a better power advantage. And also the new year regulations will be coming, so for that we need to be aware of that. And so we need to use the resource points in a much efficient manner so that we can gain as much as possible, as we also gain some resource points from this practice session and also update this beam wing. I don't know what it will do, but I hope it is kind of important for this aerodynamic section. So currently we are at the start of this Q1 session, and it is our final lap because I think the Belgium track is very fast, so our car does not have the straight line speed to gain many track positions, so it will be difficult Q1 for us as we cross the line and go. Where do we go? We go P22. So yeah, it is a very difficult Grand Prix in this qualifying session as our teammate is P20. So not as expected, but we need to use whatever resources we have so that we can gain as many positions as we can. So we'll be going with some low downforce setup so that we can get that more straight line speed, as Leclerc, Sainz and Hamilton are going to start in the top 3 and George Russell is P13, so I don't know whether he has an engine penalty or had a bad qualifying, so we'll see what happens. As fire red lights, and away we go for the start of this Belgium Grand Prix, and it is a decent start because in earlier Grand Prix we have some extreme wheel spin, so this time we try to manage it as soon as possible as we just go for a dive down the inside of several cars, as George Russell and I just had a brief moment of contact with the front tires, so fortunately it did not cause any damage to us, as now we are going through the Radion and the Uruge, so it is a kind of a decent start because the tires are still cold and it will take some time for the tires to warm up, so we need to be aware of that, as Stroll just overtakes us because obviously the Aston Martin has a little powerful engine than the Renault engine which is under our diffuser, so yeah, we need to be careful, but since the other cars have powerful engines, so we need to be a bit careful at the corners, so that here at the corners only we can gain as many positions as we can. As you can see, there is a massive train forming, so we need to overtake the cars around the outside of this no name corner. So, and also the car is a little bit loosey at the rear end because it is a constant theme since the start of this season, so we need to improve our setups, or maybe the car R&D upgrades would help, as the Aston Martin was just trying to go past the inside, but fortunately we were able to defend our positions from Vettel. So obviously Vettel has an experience in this Belgium Grand Prix, so it will be a tough task to keep him behind, and we will be trying our best so that we can at least gain some advantage over the Aston Martins, who are our direct competitors in this championship hunt. So yeah, here in the lap 2 you can see that we are just trying to go down the inside of two cars, which is Russell and Latifi. So it is a, what can I say, a brave move because obviously we do not have the straight line speed, so they will be overtaking us and at the Camel Straight, so it will be a difficult job to keep them behind because the Mercedes has obviously a powerful engine. So yeah, and obviously we do not have as many upgrades as the Mercedes possess, so it will be a difficult task to keep them behind. As you can see here, George Russell just breezes past us, and so we are just trying to stay in the DRS of Russell so that we can at least gain some positions back, but I don't think it will be a crucial thing, as here at the bus stop chicane you can see we are just trying to overtake Russell down the inside, but we ride the curve which unsettles our car, so we had to go a little bit off the track so that we do not collide with Schumacher. So yeah, it is quite a decent thing, but obviously we could not hold the position for long, as in the Camel Straight Russell again overtakes us, so obviously the Mercedes engine is no match to our Renault powertrain. So again here you can see there is a traffic jam forming between Schumacher and Russell, so obviously they're squabbling a bit. We need to be careful so that we do not lose the front end, and also we need to ensure that we try to go for deep lunges. As you can see here, we just go down the inside of this turn 1, and Schumacher just leaves enough of space for us to overtake, so yeah, GG's to him. But as you know, the Haas is powered by the Ferrari engine, so they are still quite powerful, and he just overtakes us in the Camel Street, and we are a bit loosey because obviously our car is not as upgraded and updated as the Haas team, so we need to be a little careful, as again we go for a lunge down the inside at the end, at the starting of the lap 8, and the Haas is we are just no match to the Haas in the straights because obviously what can I say, their powertrain is very powerful. So yeah, you can see our tire wear is 61% and the front tires, so it is going into that puncture territory. And right now in the lap 9 you can see Fernando Alonso, another rookie driver, is just trying to overtake us, but we are trying as hard as we can with our old tires to defend from Alonso. Obviously it is a difficult thing because of the experience he has, and obviously he is a two-time world champion, so he knows how to just overtake the cars at the right time at the right moment. And yeah, he overtakes us, and we thought our tires are already just past the crossover point, so we will have to pit. As you can see here, it is 68%, so we need to choose the hard tires as our teammate also enters the pit. So I hope he does not get held by the crewmate. So it is quite a difficult race because right now we are at P14 and we are at no man's land, because here in the lap 16 you can see that Schumacher is 4.7 seconds ahead of us and Vettel is 3.5 seconds behind us. As you can get an yellow flag. So who is that? I think this is an Alfa Romeo which is going slow, and it is Guan Yu Zhou. Can you believe that this is the third consecutive race in which his engine has blown up? So the Ferrari engine is just what crazy related to the reliability issues, because this is third time in a consecutive race that Guan Yu Zhou's engine has failed. So it is a disappointing day for the young Chinese driver. As you can see here, we are just trying to gain as many laps as we can, because the gap in the front of us and in the back car of us is almost going to be same, and we are in the no man's land, because right now in the lap 19 you can see Alfa Romeo of Bottas is 3.7 and Vettel is just 4.5. So the gap is more or less staying the constant, and it is quite a tough race for us because overtaking requires some speed and our car obviously does not have that speed. So right now we are coming at the final lap. So lap 22, Charles Leclerc wins the Grand Prix here at the Spa-Francorchamps, so GG's to him. And he has taken a further lead in the championship, because I think Leclerc and Verstappen are some 24 points in difference to each other. So it is a wonderful day for the Ferrari, and obviously we come home for P14. So we could have gained more positions, but our powertrain and our car is not in a position to just overtake easily, as George Russell gets the driver of the day. So he has done a lot of overtakes, and Lewis Hamilton goes P3, Alonso is P4. So what a mega drive from the Alpine driver, as Verstappen finishes P5 and George Russell goes P7 from P13. So it is a remarkable drive from the young Brit, as Pierre Gasly goes 11 and Schumacher is 12. We could not catch Bottas because obviously he was too fast, and it was a difficult thing to pace with the Alfa Romeo. As you can see, our teammate is in P22, so it's a disappointing race for our teammate Drogovic, as Charles Leclerc takes the lead by I think 15 points. So yeah, it is a good day for the Monegasque driver, as Verstappen and Hamilton are close behind, and we have to see still 5 races to go. So who will be taking the championship, as Ferrari has taken lead in the Constructors' Championship. So it is a good outing for the Ferrari team, because they are taking some crucial lead in the championship hunts. So let's see what happens in the upcoming races at the Dutch Grand Prix, and we get some brownie points over our rival Lance Stroll, and we also get some team acclaim and some cash to improve our facilities in the upcoming races, as now we will be going to the Dutch Grand Prix. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe the channel to get such regular F122 videos. And if you did not watch the previous video, please go check that out, as it was quite a crazy race. And thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll meet again in the next video. Till then, peace.